Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, also head of the General Intelligence, Major General Abbas Kamel, and a number of heads of civil society organizations who are members of the National Alliance for Civil Development Work. And spokesman of the presidency, Ambassador Bassam Radhi, said that the meeting reviewed the activity of the National Alliance since its launch early this year. The alliance consists of 24 associations and civil institutions, in addition to the Decent Life Foundation and the General Federation of NGOs. Of course, 2022 is the year of the civil society, and the civil society, as we mentioned earlier, is the government's partner in achieving development and achieving its Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and also in all the presidential initiatives, including Decent Life or Hayat Karima initiative. In order to know more about this very important issue, we're very much delighted to be here in the studio with Dr. Maha Mahgoub, Human Development Expert and also head of the Labor and CSR Committee of the Egyptian African Business Association, IABA. Thank you very much, Dr. Maha, for coming today.
Thank you.
Now, to start with, how do you see the role of the civil society in engaging with the government in all its development projects and initiatives?
Yes, of course, the civil society is playing an important role in supporting the government, private sector, public sector in all initiatives. Therefore, the President Sisi recognized that the importance of civil society. Therefore, this year is called the Civil Society Year. And it's also to mention that in March 13th that he just launched an alliance for National Alliance for Civil Society Work, just to coordinate all initiatives and integrate all issues related to civil society for better reaching the marginal areas, the most needed citizens.
Of course. To what extent did the charter of the National Alliance succeed in the establishment of, let's say, a database or information base, which is in turn forms strategic or focus more on the neediest category in the society? You just told me that the aim of the alliance is to unify all the efforts to come down to the interest of the citizen.
Of course, if we don't have a clear database that's considered to be a plan or strategic plan, which related to the achievement of the goals of the alliance. So the alliance just build a great database for beneficiaries about the location, the most needed people or citizens. On the other hand, they are integrating together all initiatives and funding initiatives just to allocate the right fund to the right needed citizens. So nowadays we have a great database by allocating the 24 civil society associations together. And
instead of them working individually,
yes, of course,
they are all working towards unified goals.
Yes, therefore they are integrated together, and then they built a huge database called Waslet Khair within the alliance. Therefore, we have a good structured plan to allocate the right fund to the right people.
Of course. Now, what were the results of the alliance meetings in terms of, as we're saying, unifying views and objectives of the various civil society institutions?
Yes, as I mentioned, the main purpose of the alliance just to integrating the all initiatives and all projects together, and they are playing an important role, is just assisting the government reaching the most needed people. And the main objectives of the alliance is just creating job opportunities, just to help increase productions, and of course that will reflect the economic status, as the whole world, not Egypt, right now are facing economic crisis. So the main objectives, how to boost and improve the human capital in order to let citizens live a decent life.
Yes. To the best of my knowledge, usually civil society organizations work on certain objectives in certain sectors or areas or fields, if we may say, education, let's say, health, providing job opportunities, working on women and improving the status of women in empowering women economically. So normally there are fields
Yes.
where they work on. So what are the most important areas of development and services which the Alliance works on?
Yes, we said that around 25 associations aligned together, and the 24 associations are different in their fields. For example, we have in the medical field Dr. Magdi Yaoub Bahia Association. We have تكافل وكرامة, مؤسسة تكافل وكرامة, مصر الخير, Food Bank. So each one of the associations,
Clothes Bank as well.
Yes, Clothes Bank, and all of them they have different objectives. Therefore, maybe they are integrated together to just to send the main aids to the right people at the right time.
Yes.
So we have different varieties of associations.
Okay, Dr. Maha, if we try to explain the term social protection,
Yes.
How would we define what is social protection?
Yes. If we want to define the social protection, how to provide assistance and service to individuals and families, for elderly people, for marginal people, for most needed handicapped people, for better lifestyle. So that of course is the role of the country, and at the same time role of civil society. And each country represents maybe 1.5 from their national income all over the world in providing social assistance to their people and social life. And of course it's one of the United Nations main sustainable goals of development. It's just how to have a good life and decent life with the social protection, just to make sure that there is equity between people and human rights.
Okay, how important is the national dialogue for the civil action and also the developmental support for civil work and the society?
Yes, the national dialogue is very important. It's just integrating all initiatives and supports. And here's it comes the Alliance initiative. It's very important just to integrate all parties together, government, private sector, associations, how to have a good national dialogue, to have a certain objective and direction, how to achieve their goals and objectives by integrating all and aligning all initiatives together by better dialogue. At the end, or as a result, we will not find a conflict of interest. We will not allocating funds to a certain area without others. So it's very important to have a national dialogue.
Okay, what are the steps taken, Dr. Maha, to encourage youth participation, as youth can play actually a pivotal role in the civil society institutions?
Yes, of course, by volunteering, by volunteer work. So now we can find some youth, so they are interested in applying to any NGO just to have some works or some initiatives in volunteer basis. That of course improve the integration and engagement of youth within the civil society, and of course it will be reflecting by improving other people within their era.
What are the objectives of the National Alliance in the coming phase with regards to the recent challenges that we are facing?
Just enhancing and supporting the human capital by many ways or initiatives. The first one, just creating job opportunities, not relying on in-kind support, monetary, just giving anyone money or support, financial support. Of course, the Chinese say, don't give me a fish, but teach me how to fish. So this is the main objectives, just creating more job opportunities, either by self-employed, just creating more entrepreneurs, or by finding them a good job, increasing the productivity, and of course by finding a good job or decent job, so that it will be reflecting the economic status of the society.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank you very much, Dr. Maha Mahgoub, human development expert and head of the Labor and CSR Committee, IABA, Egyptian African Business Association. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in this edition of Women's World. I'm Hela Al-Hamalawi, signing off for now.